Good morning, everybody. Patty Ann here. Hey, Mother's Day is coming up, and I'm a mom and a grandma, but you know what? There are a lot of people out there, for some reason or another, are not either a mom or a grandma to a little child, but they are moms to their fur babies. So I thought we ought to pay them some respect also and make a shirt or make a card or something for them. So if you look at my screen, you'll see I've got a cat mom shirt and a dog mom shirt. And I'm going to show you how to do the dog mom one. The cat mom one was pretty easy. Well, maybe I'll show you how to do both. So first of all, let me group this. And let me group this one. And let me move this one over here for now, and that one over there for now. And we'll just work on the back of this shirt right here. All right, so the first one I was going to do was cat mom. So I came down here to the text tool, and I started typing in cat, but notice these are coming in with all these puppy shapes. Because I have the wrong font selected. So what I liked for the cat mom one was the one called Cricut Sans. No, not Cricut Sans. Comic Sans. You may have this on your computer, but maybe not. The reason why I liked it was because I liked the juvenile look of the A's. You know, the way we learned back in the day when we were in first grade and learning how to read the A like that. That's what I liked, so I wanted to use that. So I'm going to change my font to Comic Sans. And there it is for cat. And then I wanted to put a little heart in the center here. So I made it pretty big just so I could get the heart shape. And I came over here to the shapes tool. And I got a heart. And there it is. And of course I had to make it smaller so it fit in the A. And then I changed its color to black so it would match the other things. Okay, now obviously this word cat is way too big, so I'm going to highlight all of it and group it so that the heart stays with it. And I'm just going to make it smaller to fit on the shirt. Just like that. And I can make it any size I want to. I remember when I was making this one over here on the left that I thought the T was a little too far over, so I did temporarily highlight it and go to ungroup. And then I clicked on the T. Ungroup, I must have missed it. Click on the T, and then I use the arrow key on my keyboard and just hit it a couple times to move it over just a little bit closer. Then I grabbed everything again and said group. Okay, then I came back to the text tool again, and this time I typed in the word mom. And let me bring it over here. Whoopsie. Let me bring the word mom over and make it larger. And I can resize this later, as I say, as much as I want. Now I got rid of the O there and I changed it to the head of the cat. Now you'd be able to find the silhouette of a cat's head anywhere on Google. Since I have access, I just went to Cricut Access, but you don't have to have access to do this at all. But I went to images and I typed in cat, and it took me quite a while to find this head that I liked. So I know I went, wait, you know what? I think I'll just grab this one right here because I think, or maybe I like this guy. I think I'll choose this one and I'll just cut his head off and we'll see if that will work. I better grab a couple more just in case. So any of these ones that I'm grabbing right now, they will automatically be put down here in this trough, and I can insert them all. Anything I'm thinking I might like, I can insert them all at the same time and try them out. So one of those three ought to work. Those are not the ones that I got. I kept scrolling down. Can't remember even who I chose. Some of these are hard to look at because they look like they're unhappy, but I'm just going to make him a black outline anyway. So I think that's enough. I'll just insert those and try one of those and see if they work. All right, they're coming in way over here. There's that one. and this one. And this might be the easier of the two. So, oh, I know I don't like him as well because he doesn't have any whiskers, but I could put whiskers on him if I want. So what I would do with this guy now, and actually I could just use him just as he is. Watch this. If I ungroup this, the text, and take out the O, I could actually just use him just like that. Make him a little smaller so he fits in there. And he is kind of cute, isn't he? I'd have to make these smaller too. So then I was going to kind of highlight all of these and resize them all together. So it could be like that. Although, you know, I kind of like the one I did on the left here better that has the whiskers. So I'm going to bring this kitty down instead. And I am going to get rid of his ball of yarn. That. See if that's all I need to. Nope. So I need to contour out all those little straggly pieces. So these are all pieces of his yarn. And actually I'll hide all contours, which will probably just leave me with the kitty. Perfect. So I can just put him in there like that if I like. And it would be kind of cute in there like that. Let's see. I could just leave it like that. That's okay. Or I could try to take his head off. I guess I would use the shape tool. And I'll use a circle. And I'll bring it down here. I'm going to change it a different color so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to bring it here. And I think I'll right click on it and say send to the back so I can see what I'm getting. So I think I'll just do that and I'll say slice. And let's see what we get here. So I could do this. Cat mom. But you know, that's not nearly as cute as this cat. But it depends on whether you want it to look cartoonish or realistic or what you want. Anyway, you would just play around with the silhouette that you want to use in here, and you can get the idea of how cute it could look, right? So let's get rid of all of this for right now. It's just to give you some ideas. And so for dog mom, let's move cat mom over. For dog mom, I basically did the same thing. I came to the text tool and typed in the word dog. And again, I used the Comic Sans font. I just made it larger. Bring it up here. Then I typed in the word mom. Come to the text tool, M-O-M, and made it larger. Brought it up. Whoopsie. Brought it up here. Okay, didn't make it that big. Alright, so then what I did was I ungrouped the word mom so I could get the O out of there because I don't really need it in there. And I can delete it actually. And I moved this over just a little bit and this over just a little bit. And then I'm going to put the little puppy dog in here. So where I got the puppy dog, and again, you can get silhouettes anywhere. I happened to download a font from dafont.com the other day. I showed it in one of my videos. It's called Can Dog, C-A-N, like garbage can, Can Dog. So I'm going to go up over to the text tool, and up here I'm going to type in over here where it lets you type things in, Can Dog. Notice it comes up right here. Now I really don't know which letter I need to use to do some of these things to get the specific dog I want. So what I did was I just started typing in A, B, C, and D to see, oops, I forgot to highlight that, to see what dogs I got and if they were any of the ones that I wanted. And in this case, the one I did choose was this one right here. So what I did was I got rid of the letter A. Delete it. See, that gets rid of that dog. And I can get rid of, by hitting delete on my keyboard, D or backspace, D and C, and I'm left with little b. So I can just bring him up here and put him in here and stretch him out as well as I want, however I like it to be. And of course I could put a heart in the word dog for this one too. And if you want to see how it looks when I bring in a shirt, let me bring in a template, and I'll bring in the scoop neck t-shirt. And here it is, and let's see if I can move this over. I want to put this one on, the one we just made. Let me move this one out of the way. So I've got to group this, and I will obviously need to resize it as well. But if I bring it over here, we can get an idea of what it's going to look like. And I just think this would be nice. It's Mother's Day. For those moms that don't have people babies, but they have fur babies, this would be really cute. Oh, but look what I did on this other one. I jazzed it up even a little bit more, and I think that really adds something to it. So you can get these again, make little hearts, get little paws. But I just got this out of Access. I came up here and typed in paws, and I scrolled down a bit. Maybe I just typed in singular paw. And then I scrolled down here, and there it is. I love that thing. I think it's so cute. So I could insert that. It'd be cute to put on a card, to cut it out, to have it like a border or something. But I just put it on here because I thought that really added something cute. So if I want to, I can make the text for Dog Mom a little smaller, and then put this here under it. And depending on where you want that to go, or you could even put this on the sleeve, put a puppy paw print on a sleeve. That'd be really cute. So maybe I will do that. I'm going to ungroup this, and I'm going to click on this one. I'm still grouped or something. What's this? Oh, these two are grouped together. So I'd have to contour one of them out because there's no way to ungroup these two that are hooked together. So I'd contour one of these out, and then I missed some stuff. That and that. Okay, I've contoured one out. I probably should have duplicated it first so I'd still have them for here, but I could then put this one on the shirt just like that. Wouldn't that be cute? Okay, and then I can duplicate this one if I want to. Duplicate it and bring it back over here and put it back where it belonged originally. And duplicate that again so I have it here. And that is super cute. I think moms that have furry babies would love getting a shirt like that. So that's it for this part of the tutorial. I'm going to show you a few more things that you can do if you have Silhouette software. But if you just don't want to have Silhouette software and you're just using Cricut, you can stop here. Otherwise, the rest of you can join me over in the Silhouette program, and we'll see what else we can make. Okay, here we are over here in Silhouette Business Edition. You'll need the Business Edition if you have a Cricut machine, or if you have a scan and cut machine. If you have a Cameo, you don't need the Business Edition for this. And again, I have a link down below if you should like to get the Business Edition, or if you want to try the free Basic Edition first. So let's continue on. I'm going to show you how to do this one, the bottom one. And the first thing I had to do was get a silhouette of a cat's head. So all I did was go to Google and type in cat head silhouette. And I like this one pretty well. So all I had to do was right click on it and say copy image. And then I came back to Silhouette and I said right click and paste. Now this guy isn't usable just as he is, because if you'll notice, he's got a white square around him, and we don't want him like that. We just want his silhouette. So the way I fix that is I come over here to the piece of toast or the butterfly, the trace panel, click on it, and then I'm going to come to select trace area, and I'm going to trace around him. And there he is, perfect like that. Now this time what I'm going to do, instead of going to trace, I'm going to go to trace and detach, because that's going to leave me with just the black silhouette that I need. Okay, so here we go. Here he is. See, he's cut right out of this. So I don't need this part. I can delete it. And I do want him. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move him right up there for a sec. See this text that I used? I'm going to do that. So I'm going to come over here to the font or the text tool. And the first thing I'm going to do is I have my caps lock on. I'm going to type in cat. Then I'm going to highlight that and come over here to the text style panel. And that's where I can change the font that I'm using. And the one that I'm using today is one that I showed you the other day. It's called Freshman, and I got it for free from defont.com. And I'm going to use it again. Type that and make that Freshman. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down my Alt, click on this so that all those little boxes around it, hold down my Alt key and grab and drag. So that makes it so this one has the exact same sizing and that kind of thing. But I don't want it to say cat. I want it to say cat mom. So I'm going to double click in there, which makes this editable text again. And so that I can just type in the word mom instead, just like that. Okay. So now I'm going to put these together kind of like this and make them a lot larger. Whoops. So maybe I can actually drag them over here and kind of make them the same size. All right, that's close. The other ones I have closer together, so I'm going to move these down just like that, because I had them touching so that, let me move this over too. I had them touching so I could weld them together. All right, that's good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all of this, and I hope they're close enough together, and I'm going to weld. Let's see if it works well. Yep, it got rid of the lines in between, so that's perfect. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this, hold down my Alt key and drag so I can make a copy of it. Then for this one, I'm going to add an offset to it, so that I can get rid of some of the kitty that will be behind it. So I'm going to come over here to the offset tool. Nope, that's not it. That's the trace tool. I'm going to come to the offset tool, which is the star down here. I'm going to say offset. And I think I must have just left it at the offset that it automatically made. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this piece out and get rid of it, highlight it and delete it. And I'm going to bring this piece, well, I'll bring the cat behind. Now I want the cat to be quite a bit larger than the text. Let's see what this text, whoops. Let's see how this text compares. Okay, this text has gotten bigger, so I'm going to make it a little smaller. All right, that's pretty good. So what I want to have happen is I want, when I put this over top, I want most of the kitty to show out of the back. So I actually can make this a color, I think. Let's see. Maybe not. Yeah. So I'm going to make this a color like this so I can see how big it is behind there. And so I'd like it to stick out a little bit, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Notice how the T is within the cat's head. Kind of liked it when it showed out a little bit, like that. Maybe like that. That looks good. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on the purple offset, hold down my Shift key and click on the kitty, and then I'm going to come over here to the Modify panel, and I'm going to say Subtract. And that's going to subtract that kitty word right out of there, the cat word. Then I'm going to bring my original one back in. So that just got rid of extra vinyl under there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to come up over here again to modify, no, to offset and offset. And I'm going to offset this by, I'll just leave it at the regular amount, and I'm going to come up here and change its color to maybe a different blue. Here we go. And what I did was I went back and changed this to white because I didn't like it blue. Just like that. So that's all there is to it. Now this is ready to go. So what's going to happen when we go to cut this is this will all stay together as a piece and cut like that. The black will be in several pieces, so I probably want to group that. And the blue will be one piece. So what I can do is I can group this. But before I do that, notice there's a bunch of little stray pieces in here that I could delete out because I don't really need those little teeny weeny pieces to be cutting. So I'm just going to delete some of those right out of there. This and nope, can't do that. Don't know if those are little pieces or dirt. Must be dirt on my screen. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I can just group these or weld them. You know, it does look like there's something right here. See that? See how there was a box that went around there? There must be something there. Delete. Let's see where else there's a strange box. Not sure what that is. So let me get rid of that little piece. Delete. Okay. Okay, that's perfect now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to group. And then these would be ready to go over to Cricut Design Space. Or I can simply cut them in my Cameo or whatever. Now, as far as layering these, assuming that they're all regular vinyl, of course, I would put down this blue first. And then I would put the black layer of vinyl on top of that. And heck, maybe this could be glitter paper. Okay, so that's pretty much it. If I wanted to, I could try messing with the rhinestones. But I think that will probably be for another time. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you prefer the Cricut part or the silhouette, or you like seeing both in the comments below. Again, thank you for joining me. Check out the affiliate links below if you're in the market to buy something. It really helps me. We also have links for our 2 Facebook groups and Patreon and other links, like I said, to supplies that I like to use. So thanks again. Bye-bye.